PFLAG is Parents, Family, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. And this is a fight that all of our families have got to get involved in. PFLAG brings out the families of LGBT people because we've got to get everybody involved. We go into the schools and we are there fighting bullying. And I have with me today Suzanne Ramos, a mother who has been out fighting for her gay son for 10 plus years. And Suzanne, come up. Woo!
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'd like to tell you a story about a young man named John. John is my son. And one evening when he was home on a break from college, we were sitting at the kitchen table and I asked him a question. I asked him about a girl who I thought he had a crush on. And he looked at me and he said, "We're really good friends, Mom, but actually, I'm gay." I looked at him. I looked into his eyes, and I saw just the slightest hint of something. What I saw in his eyes was a hint of fear. Fear of, I'm not sure what, that maybe I'd reject him, or would I disown him, I don't know. But at that moment, I realized that the most important place we need to keep our kids safe is right in our own homes, in our own families. Of course, we want safe schools, we want safe streets, we want safe workplaces. But first and foremost, we need for our homes to be safe for our kids. "I love you," I said to John. So thankful to this day that I said those words, even though I was confused and I was upset. "I love you" are words that every child needs to hear, no matter what. Those words will help keep them safe and strong. Sadly, tragically, many parents do not say these words, especially when a child comes out as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. To those parents and families, I say, stay close to your child. Say I love you and come to PFLAG for help, support, and information. Go to pflagnyc.org for more details. That's pflagnyc.org. And just like the people on the posters, Drew has one, Rosario Dawson, Christina, Congressman Gregory Meeks, and there are others in the campaign, Cyndi Lauper, Ben Affleck, and others. All have gay family members who they stand up with and say stay close to. So be like them. Stay close to your loved ones, because relationships are too precious to lose. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go on, I want to just acknowledge one of the offices in our city who's here represented but didn't want to speak. There's a representative from Controller Lou's office who's here, who's right over there. So I just want to thank you, and please give him a round of applause and give Controller Lou's office a round of applause for sitting so Before I announce the next speaker, I just want to say about this person that he is a person in our community who represents New York City in the state legislature and who is always there for many of us in our community. I know, and working in an organization, that anytime I've needed his office, his folks in his office are much open and willing to speak to me and help me negotiate anything happening in Albany, which has been really, really useful. And so I want to thank him also for being here today and bring him up to the stage. So I want to bring up Senator Tom DeWayne to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But I think, who can't hear me? Okay. Thank thank you to gay men of African descent for putting together this incredibly important rally to stop the BS in our city. Whoa. Every kid who struggles with who they are, whether they are gay or lesbian or bisexual or question their gender identity, they should be allowed, encouraged, celebrated with the freedom to be who they are and not have any fear. Now, I know this is not a political rally, but I have to talk about something that was incredibly despicable. There is a candidate running for governor who talks about baseball bats. And who is attacked with baseball bats? Members of the LGBT community and immigrants. And people in our city are hunted by people who keep baseball bats in the trunks of their cars, and that has to stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right on.
How many people here have felt afraid, have been verbally harassed or abused? Raise your hand if that has ever happened to you because of who you are or who you're perceived to be. And how many people either have been or know someone who has been physically attacked and hurt by a bigot? That has to stop in our city. From the very earliest grade in school, from pre-kindergarten, everyone should be celebrated in our city. No more suicides. You know, if you are a kid who's questioning their gender, identity, or expression, who thinks they may like someone sexually of the same gender, and some other kid in the schoolyard figures that out about that child, and that child is called names and pushed and maybe hit, and then that child goes home, and what happens? Nothing! Because they don't even want to tell the adult in their lives who they are because they're too ashamed, and that has to stop! All the things that we've done to lay the groundwork. Every organization, Audre Lorde, Fierce, GMHC, we are all laying the groundwork. Passing hate crimes. I don't even care about the penalties. I just want the documentation to prove that it happens. Dignity. So that every kid in school learns about how everyone should be allowed and free to be and celebrated for who they are. We are laying the groundwork to stop the suicides, to stop the bullying. And this will be the last generation that exists. And this city will be a hate-free city that child, no matter who they are, a child is celebrated for who they are. We're going to keep doing the work. The struggle is not over. We're going to keep doing the work. And thank you for being here. Woo! Woo!
One of the things I want to do before I bring out our next performers is shout out all of the organizations that are here, representing that not only their organizations, but also provide, spaces, whether it's, more fun activities, whether it's organizing and advocacy, whether it's political education work, whether it's services that are here serving the LGBT youth in our community. And so I'm going to shout out the ones that I can see and sort of know are here, and then y'all going to have to help me with some of the ones I don't know who are here. So where's Fierce at? Woo! Where's Audre Lorde Project at? Woo! Where's GMAD at? Woo! Where's Horniak. Hedrick Martin in the house. Excellent. And let me also, any other organizations?
Star.
Flag, right.
Star.
Stars here. Project Kiss, yes. How y'all doing? All right. And also want to shout out to organizations that often don't get kind of put in the category. But where are my folks from the house and ball scene at? What a house is that? All right. It's another place that a lot of our young people spend time, learn things, and have activities to do. So, yes. Union Theological Seminary and indeed. All right. So, thinking about the house and ball community.
They were told that they were going to perform with the sound system.
Oh, this is news to me. Let me find out. Vaughn and Totes, we got Vogue Evolution. They coming? Okay. LGBT Center to honor Joseph Jefferson and all of the young folks, you know, who have lost their lives recently. So make sure you come out to that. And here's Vogue Evolution.
Hi everybody. My name is Pony. This is Halakan.
Jerome.
We came today to support the cause and everything that's been going on. Joseph was a very close friend of all of ours. He was actually my best friend and my roommate and my brother's ex and everything else. So it hit all of us really hard. When they asked us to be a part of it, we was totally down. What's happening right now really has to stop. We have to make a difference, you know? Vogue Evolution's purpose is not just to perform at shows and not just to go around the world and dance, but it's actually to stand for a cause, to make a difference and be the difference we want to see in our community. There's too many things that's happening right now in our community that no one's doing anything about. And it's really sad that it's gotten this far for this to happen. You know, I really just want us to start joining and gathering now for more positive things and positive reasons versus people close to us dying and killing themselves. You know, we really have to make a difference. We really have to stand for something and be committed to our vision because we're a lot bigger than our circumstances. Honestly, we are a lot bigger than our circumstances. And it takes each and every one of us in our individual areas and our places around the world to say something. Let's not only feel empowered when we're standing next to each other, but let's feel like leaders in our own communities and our schools. So we thank y'all once again for having us, and we look forward to seeing everybody here on a more positive level, making change around the world. Thank you, Vogue Evolution.
This way, all right. Next, I want to bring up India McKnight, from one of my favorite organizations, who is one of our sisters in our same building, Audre Lorde Project, India.
I am with the Safe Outside the System collective of the Audre Lorde Project. And we are here in recognition of the recent suicides of two of our young leaders, Mosey Diaz and Joseph Jefferson. Next month will mark the one-year anniversary since President Obama signed the Matthew Shepard James Byrd Hate Crimes Prevention Act, the first federal law to address sexual orientation and gender expression in biased attacks. Government officials promised us that with this act, which was also attached to a $1.4 billion increase in military spending, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people will find protection from hate violence. But a year later, this law has failed